All right, and the veil has been lifted, and live from the Kenyatta University Communication Center, you're just in time for the weekend live on this first day of the month of August, the year 2026, a day that is being commemorated as National Girlfriend's Day, while at the same time also a day that is marked as the Emancipation Day, a day that we mark the end of slavery within the British Empire. Well, whatever you do with that information is up to you, but right here at KUTV, we've been up and about to compile for you reports within the country and also beyond our borders. And before we dive into it, how about we begin it officially?
This is Weekend
In the sign language interpretation is Mutava Mwangeli, and I invite you to join us on our social media handles at KUTV_Kenya on the X platform and KUTV Kenya across all other social media platforms. Of course, you can be able to chime in and be part of the bulletin for the next 30 minutes or so. Let's get into it now, where more than 400 hospitality workers from Kenya's coast have received nationally recognized certification under the recognition of prior learning and upskilling program targeting experienced but uncertified workers. Stakeholders pushed for expanding training, sustained funding, and policy reforms to boost tourism growth and global competitiveness.
In a two-week program implemented by the Tourism Fund in partnership with the State Department for Technical and Vocational Education and Training (TVET), more than 400 hospitality workers from Coast Region have graduated under the recognition of prior learning (RPL) and upskilling program aimed at formalizing skills acquired through experience. Speaking during the graduation ceremony at the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic, Director of TVET at the Ministry of Education, Dr. Joseph Kanyi, said the government-backed initiative through the recognition of prior learning program was approved in 2024, targeting skilled individuals without formal qualifications, enabling them to gain nationally recognized certification.
I've been able to go out there, look for the people who with the skills and are not been documented, recognized, and we get them together. Some require some upskilling, we do the upskilling. Others require just assessment, and the ones we are able to assess them, we place them according to the level of the skills they have, and we recognize by way of giving certificates. And when they get that certificate, now opportunities open up. They can either come back now, they can join from that level through formal education. According to officials, the program has been rolled out across multiple regions, aligning workers' skills with industry standards and improving service delivery. Stakeholders in the hospitality industry noted that it bridges the gap between experience and certification while enhancing career growth.
Recognition of prior learning has been inscribed. It is in their curriculum and training. And we have partnered with TVET so that we recognize those who are in the training. The 2 weeks which has been ongoing here has been the 24th cohort. That means we've done the same trainings all over the country. We've done in Turkana, in Kisumu, Nakuru, Nairobi, Nyeri, all over.
Additionally, stakeholders urge the government to expand training and liberalize the airspace to increase tourist numbers and create more jobs.
Na zidi kuirai serikali itupatie anga huru kwamba ndege za moja kwa moja ziweze kuja hapa pwani yetu na tuweze kuongeza idadi ya wageni ambao tuko nao.
So many youths who have gone to school or have not gone to school but they have skills, but because of the inability to pay school fees, do not have the opportunity to go through formal training. But with the skills that they have learned on the job, this time in this country, in Kenya, they can now be recognized.
The program is expected to boost skills recognition, enhance career growth, and support the country's tourism targets. Jacinta Haweri, KUTV.
Thank you, Jacinta Haweri, for that report. Elsewhere, DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua has alleged that President William Ruto is behind plans to acquire a British banknote printing company, claiming that the move is aimed at printing money ahead of the 2027 general election. Gachagua warned that such a move, if true, could trigger inflation and undermine public confidence in the country's economy. Brian Ouma reports.
Speaking at his Wamunyoro residence during a meeting with DCP aspirants from Murang'a County, the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua claimed he had intelligence reports linking President William Ruto to the alleged accusation of De La Rue, a British company known for printing banknotes. Gachagua alleged that the company will be used to print money before the upcoming general election.
We are fearing as a country that probably he want to borrow a leaf from Daniel Arap Moi. In 1992, Daniel Moi printed money outside the central bank requirements and provisions. Akaprint noti ya 500 ilikuwa inaitwa jirongo. Akahonga nayo watu, caused inflation that the economy almost collapsed. We want William Ruto to assure the people of Kenya that he has not bought De La Rue to print money to bribe voters and cause inflation that can collapse our economy.
Gachagua claimed the alleged plan was driven by political pressure ahead of the 2027 elections, warning that excessive money printing could fuel inflation and weaken the country's economy. He challenged President Ruto to publicly assure Kenyans that no such plan exists.
Unclaimed Assets Authority have billions of shillings that belongs to the people of Kenya. I have information that William Ruto is pressurizing them to release that money against the law, purportedly for infrastructural development. I want to tell the directors of Unclaimed Assets Authority that that is against the law. And if you break the law by being intimidated by William Ruto to use money for unclaimed assets to go and fund budgeted corruption, you shall have your day in court.
The DCP leader also cautioned Central Bank Governor Kamau Thuge against allowing what he termed unlawful printing of currency, saying the independence and credibility of country's monetary system must be safeguarded.
Anybody who betrays this community will be dealt with as a traitor, whether a man or... Na kama wewe hutaki kukabiliana na wewe, didn't you know you are a woman before you went to betray the community? Don't hide behind gender. We cannot leave you alone when you are assisting William Ruto to persecute and humiliate our community.
Gachagua also dismissed accusation by some women leaders that he had disrespected female leadership, insisting his criticism targeted politicians he accuses of promoting division in Mount Kenya region. State House, the Central Bank of Kenya and De La Rue had not publicly responded to the allegations by the time of this report. Brian Ouma, KUTV.
Now, the chairperson of the National Assembly Security Committee, Gabriel Tongoyo, has condemned the rise in statements that incite ethnic division. Speaking today in Siaya Narok West during the launch of projects funded by the Constituency Development Fund NGCDF, Tongoyo called for greater national unity while expressing his support for President William Ruto's long-term development agenda.
National Assembly Security Committee Chairperson Gabriel Tongoyo has urged political leaders to avoid ethnic-based campaigns, saying such rhetoric risks dividing the nation, stating that Kenya's progress depends on peaceful coexistence and inclusive leadership.
Pale nyuma tumekuwa na siasa ya chuki na ukabila.
Speaking in Siaya Narok West during the launching of several CDF-funded projects, Tongoyo condemned what he described as a growing wave of ethnic division, warning that division politics could undermine national unity as the country heads towards the 2027 general election.
Watu wakuja kupiganisha wa Kenya kwa mzingi ya kikabila. Hatuitaki kabisa. Atu wewe unaitwa sijui Njoroge, wewe unaitwa Ole, wewe unaitwa sijui Yusuf, hatutaki. Kenya ni moja.
These are remarks that come at a time when political tensions appear to be rising and shifting at the grassroots, with politicians intensifying their campaigns to build support ahead of next year's general election, a trend that seems to be increasingly centered around their respective communities.
Na tunataka kusema ya kwamba tukua area hii tunahimiza amani ya Wakenya wote na umoja. Mambo ya kugawanisha wananchi kwa namna ya kikabila, sijui unatoka sehemu gani, wewe unaitwa kina gani, haistahili kwa wakati hii.
He also praised President William Ruto's long-term development vision, extending beyond 2030, saying it provides a roadmap for Kenya's transformation and positions the country for sustained economic growth.
Ndiye jana tumeona Mheshimiwa Rais akitupaelekea mwelekeo na maoni ya kupeleka Kenya mbele into the future. Akizungumzia mambo ya ajira ya vijana, mambo ya maendeleo ya maji na mabarabara na muunda mzingi katika Kenya, taifa letu la Kenya.
Togoyo reaffirmed that Kenya's future depends on unity, inclusive leadership and sustained development, urging leaders to shun tribal politics and work together to safeguard peace and national cohesion beyond 2027. Murugiga Ki, KUTV.
And on to a tale of political musical chairs, where former Samburu woman representative Maison Leshomo has officially joined the United Democratic Alliance Party in a new political realignment ahead of the 2027 general election. Leshomo was received by Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki at an event in Maralal, Samburu County, alongside 10 other politicians who previously aligned with the opposition.
As the general election approaches, politicians have begun realigning themselves. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki intensified campaigns in Samburu town to champion President William Ruto's second term, while welcoming politicians defecting from the Jubilee Party to UDA.
Nachukua nafasi hii kuwashukuru viongozi wetu wote kutoka Governor Moses, Governor wa zamani, kuingia Mama Leshomo, kuingia Alois Lentoimanga, kuingia viongozi wote ambao wamehama chama, ambao wamehama na wamewaingia katika chama chetu, chama tawala cha UDA.
Expressing gratitude to the leaders who abandoned their previous political affiliations, Kindiki assured them of unity and encouraged them to join in building UDA for a better country. He maintained that the residents of Samburu will back President William Ruto for a second term in 2027.
Kwa jamii kama jamii ya hapa Samburu, jamii ya kutoka kaskazini mwa Kenya, jamii ambazo zimetengwa kimaendeleo kwa siku mingi, lakini Rais William Ruto amesema ya kwamba ili nchi yetu iwe na umoja, tutatengeneza umoja kwa kuleta maendeleo kila sehemu.
He further added that denying President Ruto a second term will disrupt ongoing development projects in historically marginalized areas.
Leshomo ni fire si fire.
Na ile imefanya sisi tuondoke katika Jubilee, tuingie kwa serikali, ni zile kazi President Ruto ametufanyia. Ametufanyia kazi muhimu sana katika Samburu. Mengi tumeona. Aswa, tuna watu wetu 11 wacha tuandikia makasi kubwa kubwa.
Those who defected to the Kenya Kwanza administration side had their colleagues to return to the government.
Tumekuja kuingia chama ya serikali kwa sababu ya yale mambo mazuri ambayo serikali imefanya. Hatukuwa na barabara, hatukuwa na maji, hatukuwa na hiyo affordable housing, hakuna hospitali, hata security ilikuwa imezidi kuwa mbaya. Kwa hivyo hii tunaona hii serikali inaangalia Wakenya wote. Ama namna gani?
As elections knock on the door, major political realignments are expected to dominate headlines as politicians seek refuge ahead of the polls. Brian Uma, KUTV.
Sileo.
Thank you, Brian Uma, for that report that was produced by Vivian Anyango. And on to a more somber report. 8 people have died and 3 others were injured following a tragic road accident at Murubara along the Mwea-Embu Highway in Kirinyaga County. Police say a parcel truck traveling towards Embu collided with a tuk-tuk carrying farm workers headed to Moya Irrigation Research Area to plant rice. 6 of the victims were in the tuk-tuk, while 2 pedestrians were also killed after being hit by the truck. The injured were taken to Kimbimbi Hospital and Kerugoya County Referral Hospital for treatment. Police have arrested the truck driver as investigations continue into the cause of the fatal crash.
Ambapo lori imeweza kugongana kichwa kwa kichwa na tuktuk ambayo ilikuwa imebeba zaidi ya watu 9 na wakaweza kuangamia wote. Inasemekana kwamba ilikuwa inajaribu kupotelea mashimo ambayo ilikatwa kwa barabara wakati barabara ilikuwa inafanyiwa ujenzi.
Kulingana na venye hiyo lori ilitupa mwelekeo, ni kama hiyo driver alikuwa amerara. Juu ametupa mwelekeo akagonga hiyo tuktuk kisha ikaraliwa. So tunaomba serikali ishikilie hiyo au familia ili waweze kupumzisha watu kwa njia yenye inayofaa.
Sidika bana, sisi ni watu wa Nduthi. Tunauawa hapa kila siku. Wenzetu wanaenda. Sasa hii ni tuktuk. Imeua mama ya mtu, watoto wa mtu, baba ya mtu. Cheki, hii njia inaenda kwa kina Kediki. Hii ni mashimo hapa. Tumepoteza watu na tumekasidika. Tokuaga wa muthenya, gari za mirazi na tuua. Sasa hizi ni malori sasa za kampuni Falgo. Hata imepotea tulikuwa tuichome na tumekasidika.
Hii barabara President aliahidi miaka 10. Hii yake inataingia kwa kiti. Ikuwe ni 10 ama ni hiyo 5. Kabla atoke kwa kiti atutengenezee hii barabara. Na hii barabara tuko na huzuni sana kwa sababu kila wakati hapa kutoka hapa Mwea kwenda mpaka Kimbimbi kumekuwa na accident mingi sana. Leo tumetopoteza watu 9 na ni huzuni sana. Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali mtutengenezee hii barabara na hizi ajali zenye zinafanyika kila siku zitapungua.
Hii barabara yetu ni mbaya sana. Mashimo imejaa huku. Bumps hakuna. Watu jengea hata kama ni highway bana.
Of course, our condolences to all who lost their loved ones in that fatal crash, and also a call to observe caution on our highways. We take our first.
Naona tumeweza tutakatiana.
So be it. We were never friends in the first place.
Naona tumeenda mbali sana. Moyo na mtoto wa Dr. Lumumba akikuja huku Sayuni. You're joking, right? I love the way you are talking to the Pandora's box. So now you have a
So now he has a share.
Miti miti, panda panda, miti miti. Our planet's future is in our hands. However, there is a threat to the brightness of this tomorrow. On EarthCheck, we share the challenges, the solutions, and the hope.
I would call this a very momentous day, a very critical day.
Every episode, every story, every step we take creates a ripple. Join me, the environmentalist Emmanuel Kutosi, on KUTV every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and be part of EarthCheck. Welcome. Back to the weekend live. Of course, the invite is extended to you to join us on our social media handles at KUTV_Kenya on the X platform and KUTV Kenya across all other social media platforms. Of course, you can reach out to me at _Emmanuel Kutosi. Let's get back into it. And Kilifi Governor Gideon Mung'aro has reaffirmed the Coast Region's support for President William Ruto ahead of the 2027 general election. Despite recent defections by some political leaders to the opposition. Speaking in Kilifi, Mungaro cited the president's development record, highlighting investments in roads, affordable housing, public sector employment and other multi-billion shilling projects across the region. He also criticized former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, accusing him of frustrating development during his tenure in government. Mungaro further announced the rollout of a mass national ID and voter registration campaign aimed at increasing the number of eligible voters before the 2027 polls.
Mwaka huu ujao huu vile tumejipanga kama viongozi wa pwani kutoka Taita, nilikuwa huko juzi, Kwale, Mombasa, hapa Kilifi, Tana River, Lamu. Vile tunajipanga kama viongozi wa pwani, safari hii watatii na watatuheshimu, si ndio? Kwa sababu kura tutazileta kama wa pwani. Tunataka tuandikishe hii pwani kura milioni 3.5 kwenda milioni 4. Ndio ule mzee anatutukana kila siku pale, ule mkabila wa pale unamwita sijui nini, ajue kwamba wapwani pia wanakura na wameamka, wako na msimamo.
Sisi tunasema hii serikali tuko nayo mikononi saa hizi. Ndio maana kwa mara ya kwanza tunaona ganze yetu inasonga mbele, barabara zinatengenezwa, mashule yanajengwa. Tumesumbuliwa na shida ya ndovu huku, na mheshimiwa ametupromise kwamba waya wa ndovu utawekwa si kitambo, na already nataka niwaambie kuwa budget imekuwa approved ya waya wa ndovu. Kwa hivyo yeye ni rais wa kusema na kutenda.
And further north, the Kenya Kwanza leaders have called on residents of Mandera West to back President William Ruto's development agenda, saying the proposed national development character represents an opportunity to address decades of marginalization in northern Kenya through equitable resource allocation and accelerated infrastructure development. Take a look.
Kenya Kwanza leaders have intensified campaigns in northern Kenya, urging residents of Mandera West to support President William Ruto's development agenda.
Kuna wengine wanatuambia kule Mandera hakuna kitu, watu ni wachache, ambieni ashindwe yeye.
While advocating for greater inclusion of historically marginalized regions in the proposed National Development Charter during a women empowerment program in Takaba, Mandera County, the leaders said the new charter should guarantee equitable distribution of resources.
Hatujakuja kumwombea two term ati kwa sababu yeye ni mrembo. Tumekuja kumwombea two term kwa sababu ni rais mchapakazi.
President William Ruto's aide Farouk Kibet said the administration has chosen development over politics, arguing that the proposed National Development Charter would unlock transformative investments across Mandera and the wider northern Kenya region.
Imenifurahisha kwamba wamama wamejitokeza wengi ili tufanye hii kazi, hii lami ifike. Mimi natakia ndugu yetu huyu Haji, nyinyi muone yeye na macho mbili, mtamchagua yeye.
Barabara ya kwanza 750 kilometers at a cost of 150 billion Kenya shilling inajengwa hapa kwenu, barabara ya lami.
Na sasa ule anatushikilia huruma, ametushikilia, anasema tushikane, tupendane, tusaidie kina mama. Anaitwa nani?
Earlier this week, President William Ruto called the nation to attention with an address that sought to call motion beyond the 2030 vision set by his predecessors, sparring public debate across the nation.
This national conversation must rise above politics, transcend electoral cycles, and unite us around a shared destiny.
The leaders maintain that the proposed National Development Charter should serve as a long-term framework for inclusive growth, ensuring that historically marginalized regions receive the same fair share of national development while strengthening national unity and economic transformation. Yvonne Kemuma, KUTV.
Thank you, Yvonne Kima, for that report. Now, residents of the Moya settlement scheme have urged political leaders to stop inflaming the disputed conflict through divisive statements. Speaking at Kiguru Shopping Center in Embu County, they accused unnamed politicians of exploiting the dispute for political mileage. The appeal follows plans by the Ngome Council of Elders to march into the land contested on the 8th of August, despite security agencies halting the move. Residents warned they would defend the land they have occupied for decades while calling on the government to fast-track a peaceful and lasting resolution through legal channels.
Na nikasema governor sisi Lebarire atuambie ukweli wake, kwa sababu GDU wake William Mwoki anaandika kwa mitandao, anasema hakuna mtu anaweza kutetea wengine, sasa kila mtu ajitetee. Anajua nini ambacho sisi hatujui? Kwa sababu kama uko ofisi fulani na unazungumza, basi tunachukua ni kana kwamba wewe huo ndio msimamo wa ofisi yako na ndio msimamo wa wakubwa wako. Sababu GDU inamaanisha Governors Delivery Unit. Ukiongea vitu utuambie ni nani alikutuma. Tunataka hii shida iishe mara moja. Tutaomba kwa heshima Waziri Alice Wahome, tunakujua, you are a lawyer, you are an able CS. Provide an answer to that letter by our people, ili sasa roho zao ziweze kutulia na wajue serikali inachukua mwelekeo gani.
And on a lighter note, it is Girlfriend's Day, and girls on the political scene are up and about, some making friends, others seeking friends, as others turn against friends. All claimed it had nothing to do with beauty.
Hatujakuja kumwombea two term ati kwa sababu yeye ni mrembo.
Girlfriend's Day, another day for love.
Unapata mama yako ametoka huko, mapenzi haina mpaka. Sio kweli?
But Donya had concerns. She had seen a vision.
Sasa nasikia mwingine anasema watu wa mlima, ile si mlima.
Hapa mlimani mlikuwa mnaimbia na kuchezea William Ruto kwa njia sijaona.
And so had she.
Leo nimetembelewa.
Jumwa was dating again.
Nimetoka United Democratic Alliance Party, na nikasema ya kwamba mimi sasa niko tayari kuzungumza na wale ambao ni like-minded.
A girl was seeking friends.
Wacha tuanze siasa.
But what is love without some ruffles?
Sasa wewe umependa mpetu kutoka Ethiopia, unaleta hapa anakuwa Mkenya lakini ananyimwa kitambulisho. William Ruto ametoa hiyo mambo yote, na ndio sababu wale wa kabila mmeambiwa nao wanamchukia.
And assurance.
Analala bunge halali. Ameshindwa na kizungu ashindwi. Ameaibisha Kenya hajaibisha. Aende nyumbani asiende.
Fellow citizens, there is, however, some good news. We can, we must, and we shall together get it right this time round.
The vision was bright.
Watu wa Mandera West wa mama mtaoga, mnaamuka asubuhi, mnapata maji kwa tap, mnaoga, mnakuwa mnanukia mzuri. Ni serikali ya wakina mama ama si ya serikali ya wakina mama? Si ndio? Mimi Donya kutoka Kisii, nimesikia hapa mko na asali. Wale watu wa Central asali wanaoga nayo.
Even Matthew could see what was lost.
Kimjuma Murkomen. Unashinda ukitembea tembea. Ukizama unataka kushika Rigathi Gachagua. Ndio huyo hapa. Ndio huyo hapa. Ndio huyo hapa.
The point was made.
Watu wa Mandera usiku mnawakisha stima, mnaonana moja kwa moja ama namna gani?
Nataka chukia sisi lakini sisi tuko na William Ruto.
What else but to spread the love?
Si pia ni wengi. Na wale hawajazaa muanze kuzaa sasa.
Harun,
kazi imenilete, nimeambiwa na wazee nikuje nifagie hii wasaliti wote wa jamii yetu.
Hiyo watu unakaa na hawa si watu wa North Eastern. So wewe ukipiga kifua ya hiyo 3.5 million yako urigiji, sisi tutalete 5 million.
By the way,
bunge kazi yake ni kulala. Kizungu hajui, Kiswahili hajui. Anasema ationgea Kikuyu bunge. Ni aibu, si aibu?
We're smack in the sporting arena where 5 times regional champions Tusker FC is hoping to end their Group C match on a high. Frustrating return to the tournament, failing to register a single point in their first 2 opening matches in the ongoing 47th edition of the Sekafa Kagame Cup in Kigali, Rwanda. The Brewers face yet another stunning test as they take on KVZSC of Zanzibar at Kigali Pele Stadium, and anything but a win will salvage some pride for Julian Mete-led charge. Tusker FC began their campaign with a 2-0 whooping against Sudanese side Al Hilal before falling 1-0 to Rwanda's Rayon Sports, ending their hopes of reaching the knockout stage. And on to athletics, where all eyes will be on Wycliffe Kinyamal, who will be down to action tonight, aiming to defend the men's 800-meter title he won in 2022 in Birmingham in the United Kingdom. Kinyamal, who's eyeing the 3rd straight Commonwealth Game 800-meter title, will face stiff competition from the likes of debutant Kevin Lottie, who hopes to make his mark in the 2026 Commonwealth Games, among others. Kenya, who sits 12th in the global standings with 8 medals, 2 gold, 4 silver and 2 bronze, will be hoping to add more medals in their cabinet in both athletics and para, with 11 finals on the card today, including relays. Right, it's about that time to wrap it up for the first edition of the Weekend Live, the month of August 2026. Not much to say, but appreciation to you at home for choosing KUTV to be your informer tonight. Tomorrow, Cynthia Ching will be taking the helms, as I appreciate the team on the other side, led by Ryan Gure, in ensuring that we have a seamless broadcast. Of course, also led by my producer, Yvonne Kimuma. From me, and on the sign language interpretation, Mutavo Mongeli, it's good night, have a lovely Girlfriend's Day, and tomorrow let's meet up in church or wherever we will. God bless you. See you on the other side.
We know life gets busy, but your well-being is of great importance. At KUTV's Focus on Health, we cut through the clutter, bringing you expert advice to keep you well informed for your well-being and that of your family. Every Thursday, 7:30 p.m., join me, Yvonne Kimuma, as we bring you health and wellness right at home.
Wanasema kula uhondo kwa taka matendo, na bila shaka matendo yake yakazaa uhondo. Bidii na panda shuka zake zikamfanya awe mwanga wa dunia.
Pauline Care ni mwalimu wa walimu. Nilijua nilikuwa ninataka kufanya kwa mochari.
Nilijitolea kimasomaso, nikasema manake nimeenda shule kama wenzangu wa kiume, nitafanya kazi kadri na uwezo wangu.
Inafika mahali ile game yenye umesema hiyo ndio naenda ku give up na uachane na boxing, ndio unapata WBC.
Fahamu mwanamke huyu kwa utendeti zaidi ukitazama kipindi cha Mwanamke Mwake Mwake. Kila Jumatano saa 2:30 usiku, ukiwa nami Caroline Kimwele.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland, and I'm the main coordinator of the Cafe project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
This program is rated PG. Content carried in here may be watched by everyone. However, parental guidance is advised.